So
Yeah, hi.
I think this is my introduction.
Hi.
I don't speak Russian, but I did marry a wife from Slovakia. So here and there are some words I understood, and I even think that Yevgeny mentioned that my name is from Jakub. Am I right? Did you say that?
Yes.
Yeah, not
Yes.
the
Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, shall I just start?
yeah, I think.
Okay, well, perfect. Okay, so, uh, hello. It's absolutely a pleasure to be here. And in case you're wondering where I am in the Netherlands, which Evgeny just mentioned. I'm actually at the sea in a holiday cottage. So this is kind of improvising, but nevertheless, I'm really happy to be here. And what I wanted to do is just share a few quick slides with you who I am and especially mention the really cool thing that we have going on, the masterclass, which we are offering to you as well. Only 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because absolutely the coolest thing ever is that I had the chance to discuss with Inya and Maria some really cool cases, and we're going to co-present them. So I'm really looking forward to them, and I can see them on my screen, and they're getting a bit nervous, so that is going to be a real good start. Okay, so they're both smiling now, by the way. So let's start. Who am I? This is quite a busy slide, but it gives you immediately an overview of what I am about. My company is called WILMS & Co., and I am all about customer experience. Yevgeny also mentioned a lot of other things, that I'm one of the few global accredited trainers to teaching customer experience. Um, but what I would say is unique is the fact that I did not just read a whole bunch of books. I don't do consultancy from the sideline. I actually have been head of global MPS at a large insurance financial company, managing all the MPS programs in Europe and in Asia. So I was going from Poland to Turkey to Greece to Japan and back again. I've done that for 5 years, and I can honestly say I have experienced everything you can experience with CX and MPS there is. So I've had the fights with the boards and with the CEOs, and I had the successes. I had fights with the coffee ladies, with the IT department, with um, um, anything you can think of. I probably have experienced it. So after 5 years, I thought enough is enough. I was in the airplane, flying back home, and I was thinking I want something new. So I started my own company. This now has been as well 5 years ago. And in that time, I've had fantastic clients worldwide. You can see them at the bottom right, and they range from ING to E.ON to UBS to Bayer. I'm servicing all over the world. I am also giving the master classes, and this is something that I specifically wanted to share with you because we're going to do something really cool. The X Masterclasses is a series of masterclasses that allow you to get a deep dive in what does it mean to be in customer experience, CX. And you go from A to Z, everything there is to know, from strategy to to how do you match the customer experience to what you are promising your customers in advertisements. How does it match the strategy? How do you deal with the insights? Do you have the right insights in who your customers are? Are you just taking the customer? Or are you looking at generations as well? Because there is a huge difference between generation X, Y, and Z, and all the millennials that come after. They've got completely different behavior and expectations, and you need to do something with that. And if you've got those insights, how do you capture that with measurement? Do you use NPS? Do you use the customer effort score? Do you use the customer satisfaction? You've got a whole array of things, and all of them work, some more, some less. And there are a lot of pitfalls that you have to deal with to really understand it. And if you know the strategy, if you know the insights, and if you've captured them, what do you do then? How do you change? How do you change your customer journeys? How do you use double diamond design to make real changes? And when you think that's it, those four, well, then you still have the entire organization. You have to persuade your company. What do you do with all those insights and those changes? You have to get the organization to believe you and to start listening to you. And then you've got the culture as well. So that is quite a lot. And that is all one masterclass, the customer experience masterclass. You can see at the picture, there are other masterclasses as well. We've got business storytelling, because frankly, if you just show the data, no one is going to care. No one is going to listen to you. So you really, really, really have to learn how to tell a story so people are listening, they are intrigued, and they can remember it. We've got a Net Promoter Score masterclass, all the insights on how does NPS work, and we've got one on data-driven experience masterclasses. Well, I am really proud that they are all recognized. So I give them all over the world, including in Moscow, in Russia. You can see the picture there. But I'm really proud they are certified by the American Association of Customer Experience Professionals. And also, just last week, I got the accreditation from the Customer Institute, which is from a bunch of Germans. And they are really, really tough. They are really, really strict. And I was grilled. I was put on the barbecue for hours, and they really liked it. So they gave me this thing as well. So what does it look like? Because now this is the cool bit. This is going to be offered in English and Russian for you guys as well. So we are always building upon a proven international framework. So all the things that I've just mentioned, you can see that on the picture right there. You go from strategy to insights to measurement to design, organization and culture. And last but not least, it's all about you, because you have to make it happen. So are you sure you know what your strengths are, what your pitfalls are? Because you have to make it happen somehow. So that whole masterclass is all online. It's virtual, like this, like we're doing right now. And you get all sorts of modules in 4 mornings. You get all sorts of best practices, including Russian best practices. You get trends from all over the world and real life examples. And because we don't believe in things that are boring, we are going to throw test questions at you. You're going to have exercises and an action plan. And it's just a good time with a lot of CX peers that you can meet. Okay, so that is the bit where I tell something about myself. And now I want to jump to the part where we started working with clients. This is really cool. So I was talking to my friends at Globite, and we were brainstorming, okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to make this really fun, really tangible? Because honestly, I can talk for hours on trends and developments, but you know, let's invite a few clients to bring their challenges. What do you struggle with? And let's see if we can do something with that. Absolutely cool, because we had a fantastic website with form, and many of you already found it, and we received a lot of challenges that you guys were struggling with, and you typed away like hell. There were like pages and pages. Absolutely cool. So I was looking at those, and two immediately stood out. And my sincere apologies for all those people that have sent something in and I didn't choose you. I'm sorry. You can hit me. I will buy you a wine or a beer later on after COVID, and maybe in the bar later on online we can have a talk, because I've got loads to say. Well, there were two cases that were really, really cool. And the very first case was from Maria. I'm going to try to pronounce it. Guzovskaya. Pretty close. So I really like this case. And last Friday we had a talk, Maria and I and Yevgeny, and we were talking. And actually, basically, what we want to do is relive that talk with you. So I would like to start off with introducing Maria. She can tell something about herself, about her company and the challenge, and she can do that in English or in Russian. And then I will come back and we start to see, okay, how did we do this? So if no one objects, let's dive in, and I'll give the floor to Maria.